Hello?
Hello.
Sorry. I'm here.
About to be.
No worries. How was your day, Sarah?
Be right back real fast. Be right back real fast. Be right back.
Having a little bit of a rough day, but I'm doing okay. I beat her today.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alrighty, is everyone ready to start?
I am.
I'm ready.
Ready.
I can't remember what we did last time. If we went upstairs or downstairs, I see we're in a
You
stairwell,
went
but I don't remember.
upstairs.
Right, so we were contemplating, for more RP sake, that we probably should head back to town to restock on holy water and do more research on what this is, because we're not sure if we can completely solve it, but that's up to you
Yeah,
guys.
I'm
also
I'm
really
worried
low
that
on spells.
right. You're low on spells, and frankly, your spells are going to be the most effective in here. So it's up to Jose, and because I'm in agreement with that. But if you guys want to go on, I'm okay with that too.
We could stay the night at the house.
Because right now the haunts are kind of kicking our ass. So
Sorry, you said we could stay a night here? That defeats the purpose, because I'm low on holy water and stuff, so we would need to restock on stuff and do more research on what this is. So, AKA, talk to the father dude and see if he has any we kind of know already what to do out of character, but in character we don't really know. So it would be more RP and safer to go back to town, do more research, restock on holy supplies, and actually get an answer on how to solve it, kind of thing. But it's up to you guys. I think we could technically do it if you want to. I have 4 channels left, which is a holy AoE that could damage the stuff, but that's all I have left. And then I have 2 level 1 spells left. That's it. So it's up to you guys.
I don't care.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what direction to go.
Well then I will posit this if
Okay, but sleeping here or going back to town.
See, I thought the issue was you were out of spells. That's why I suggested sleep.
Well, I
Well,
wouldn't
the
want to
thing
sleep
is-
here just because it's haunted. But yeah.
I also wanted to discuss, John and I talked about this. I think after you guys had left or something. So we this is out of character, but we could discuss it in character if you want. From the way that Whitney is describing us, quote unquote, neutralizing the haunts, okay, that leads me to think that they're going to reset eventually. So sleeping here would be a bad idea because they're going to reset while we're asleep. I'm hesitant to think that there's a quote unquote safe room.
Leaving and coming back may also mean they reset, and you literally have to deal with every single one you've already dealt with.
Yeah, but then we could speedrun it because we know exactly what they are, and we'd be more stocked up, and RP know exactly how to solve the issue.
I mean, if we continue, we're going to get to a point where we're not going to have the ability to even neutralize the haunt anymore.
So it sounds like everyone's kind of indecisive. So I'm just going to decide, and then Bella can actually decide because if she just wants to railroad us because she knows the answer basically. So basically, what Ulden will posit is at this point he would want to head back, do more research, restock his spells, restock on holy water, and come more prepared because now we know exactly what we're dealing with, and then come back tomorrow basically and do this over again, but we'll do it faster because we know exactly what to do. Or Bella, you can say, oh, there's not much left. Basically, you can just do it if you want to get it over with. But RP wise, this is what I want to do, so everyone else can override it or do what they want. But that's what I'm saying to do.
I'm not giving you anything. Y'all get to decide what you want to do.
Sephra just shrugs. She's like, just point me at whatever you want me to shoot arrows at, and I'll shoot. You want to go back and do more research? It's fine by me.
All right, we're going back to town.
Okay, good. That's the right thing to do. I mean, we don't have to RP it if you want to save time.
There are things that are where you're not just flying back to town. All right, I brought you all back downstairs.
Okay. Do you want us to actually move?
Do we need to be
in
in initiative?
No, you don't need to be in initiative right now.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I can't remember which way. Did we come in this, or we came in the top?
Well, we want to
came
take
in
the most direct route out. Just
Yeah,
go
just
straight past the
backtrack.
thing right out the front door.
I would just backtrack just because I know this way is we've already been here and it's safe or whatever.
Okay.
Are you guys coming?
Wait a
I'm waiting.
second. Wait.
Waiting for waiting.
As you get to the door is shut and will
Oh.
not.
Use the key.
The key no longer works.
Is this a wooden door?
Hmm.
You want to keep us in
Hold
here,
on.
but Marco's got a big sword.
No, I mean, I'm just telling you what happens. I don't care what you do. I literally
Okay.
can't remember what this house is made out of. Let me see if it tells me. I'm pretty sure it's a wooden door.
So before I ask him to smack, because I'm low in HP, I'll just channel energy on the door just in case it's like a haunt or something. Oops. This one I won't. So if anyone's low on
Okay.
HP, I think everyone's full. And then if it doesn't deactivate, I'll try opening it. If it doesn't,
Nothing happens to the.
okay, I'll ask Marco to smack.
Okay, that's probably sufficient to break the door. Hold on, is there music playing for you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Why is
No.
this not?
Spoopy music, I hear.
It's not playing for me. Hold on. Trying to figure out if my sound. I don't hear the music.
It's playing the same audio track too, just restarted.
Yeah, well, sometimes, like, it doesn't. I wanted to see if it needed to.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
I'm not either, and I'm not sure why. There, now it goes for me.
Yep, I hear it now.
Did we make it back to town, or?
No, I'm waiting for everyone to exit the house.
We're on the wrong map. Or I am, anyway.
Are you on the correct map again?
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Alright, everyone roll initiative. So in this ruins that you guys passed earlier, where you saw a few odd-looking crows fly off, you now see hundreds upon hundreds of crows sitting in these ruins, and they are coming at you to attack.
Did we get a perception check, or are we surprised?
You wouldn't be surprised because as soon as you would walk out the house, you would have noticed, like, literally just hundreds of crows in this, in, like, the ruins right here. It would be a very, very obvious thing. Like, just, like, it is covered in crows.
Are the crows alive?
Yes? Oh, I just got kicked from my game.
I only asked because, you know, we're dealing with, like, spirits and stuff.
Let's book it now, guys.
No.
I was gonna ask, is there like a knowledge nature check anyone can do to like determine like, are we able to kill hundreds of crows, or are they just gonna like swarm us and kill us 100%?
Well, you can make a knowledge nature check to try to figure that out.
I'm not gonna bother because I'm not no ranks in it, but other party members have taken care of it.
If anyone made a check, they're gonna have to, well, I guess I'll see that when I finally get loaded all the way, you stupid game.
Yeah,
It's a
mine
24 and a
was
17.
24,
Yeah.
and Marcus was a 7.
Oh, okay. So you guys would be able to tell that although it appears to be like hundreds of ravens, you can actually tell that there's about 4 groups of carrion storms.
For those of us who don't know what that means, can you explain what that means?
You could think of them as sort of like raven swarm.
Ah, okay. I am very much less afraid than how this was initially described. But yeah, I tell everyone to, well, I guess if we all notice it, I just tell everyone to get ready to fight. Actually, I don't do that, I can't. Or no, we're not surprised, right? Yeah, so I can talk.
You're not surprised. You know, I told you that. They were, it's very apparent because as soon as you would walk out of the house, it would just be like, holy shit, look at all them fucking...
I take the total defense action. That's it.
Alright, what's Tangletooth gonna do?
Tangletooth. So Sephra tells Tangletooth to go after some birds. Have him a bird. So Tangletooth is going to wait. Let me see how far his. I think he's pretty far.
What the hell do you see?
Okay, so that's actually exactly as far as he can go. So he's just gonna go. And he is going to.
Well, that was dumb. It wasn't letting me open the character sheets like it usually does. Okay, give me a quick second. I wasn't able to like look at all their shit. Because I was having issues opening up their character sheet. There's some weird stuff on here, okay. Alright. Toothy. Alright, so Tangletooth. That didn't look good. Okay. Sorry.
It's all good.
Alright, so Tangletooth succeeds in doing some damage to that one. So this carrion swarm. Dun, 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 40 feet. Alright, it's just going to fly over to Tangletooth. And swarm damage him. Oh my lord. Does a 6 hit.
No.
I didn't figure it
I
to.
thought swarms auto hit. Maybe these work differently. Because there's so many of them, I thought they got auto hit or something.
Yeah.
Not to work
Hold on.
against us, but
Touch tech.
is it?
Well, insect swarms use touch.
Let's
I
take a
mean, it
quick
just
look.
says they have swarm traits.
Yeah, so I'm just
But
looking
isn't
up quickly.
specific. No clear
If you
front or
care.
back. Tiny creatures. Blah blah blah.
Oh, you can't flank them. They take half damage from slashing and piercing. Maybe I'm making that up.
Creatures with the swarm subtype don't make standard melee attacks. Instead, they deal automatic damage to any creatures whose space they occupy at the end of their move with no attack roll needed. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So it would basically have moved into Tangletooth and it would do 3 points of damage, and I need to see what this is that it also can do. It's what? Sometimes they don't. Oh, that's funny. These things, well, language these things speak. Interesting. Yeah, so 3 points of damage to Tangletooth.
Tangletooth has 30 out of 26 health for some reason right now.
Well, no, he's supposed to have 33, but his token has 26, and I don't know.
Did you change on your character sheet?
Yeah, his character sheet has 33.
Out of
It's always
33?
like 33. Yeah.
Oh, there's something on. Something's not done right on your token. I need to put in the HP thing on it. HP.
Changed
All
it
right.
in both spots, right? Current and
Yes. It was 33 of 33, and now I've got it as 30 of 33 since he took 3 hit points of damage.
Oh.
All right, fixed.
Thank you.
Okay, this carrion sword. Blah, blah, blah. Hmm.
Is that the sound they're making?
Yeah. It's gonna fly over here. I'm coming for you, Marco.
Holy shit, Marco has 83 health? What the fuck?
barbarians,
Damn.
bro.
Jesus.
Yeah. You're gonna heal me to death.
Are they undead?
I already asked. She said they were alive.
I mean, I said they looked alive.
True.
Probably need I'm gonna say religion check if you want to find out if they're alive or undead.
Can we do it out of turn, or do you want me to wait for my turn?
Wait for your turn if you're gonna do it.
Okay.
People's in my way.
Don't like that, like, the scene is technically in the same space as Tingletooth, but then you can't see it.
If you right click it, you should be able to say bring to front, and then you can put it on top because it's smaller, so then you can put it in the middle for her token. If you want.
Would I be allowed to charge this dude through here or no? Because people are in there.
Nope.
Okay.
Would you like some advice?
What up?
Charge. It's gonna hit you anyways.
But
He can't
can't
charge.
through
I can't.
us.
You're in my way, and so is Sephra.
Fuck it, charge through me. I can take it.
Stand on Glitter's shoulders, leapfrog over to Olden.
Can I leap over people? I have fly.
You can move through people, but you can't charge through people.
I can't heroic leap. This is some bullshit.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna move right here next to Sephra. And that'll be it.
You have an action still. Do you want to ready something?
I will ready my spell, which is what I call my sword.
The fuck?
I'll ready my sword.
Nice.
Okay.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know, man. Whatever you want to do.
You know what?
okay?
I got my Ransour. I technically can poke that fucking thing right
I
there.
was gonna say, can
Then
you make
fucking
that go
poke
away?
it.
Can you make your? Is that mine? My yellow? Why the
Yeah.
fuck is it doing my yellow?
Just do another one or something. Get rid of it.
There we go. That's technically too far away.
Are you gonna
Squares.
poke it or not? Because I'm making the next fucking bird go.
I can
It's too
poke
far
it.
away.
She said I could poke it.
You said you could poke it, but no, you're too far away to poke it. You are incorrect, sir. You would have to be one square closer to poke it.
But
No
you have
pokey
demonstrated your reach to it, so
True.
You're like smacking through the air, and the birds are like looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing? Or whatever, this carrion swarm is attacking Tangletooth,
fuck.
Poor
and
Tangletooth.
it's dealing 2 points of damage. Glitter.
I began my performance. That's my turn.
Shivra.
Alright. So I am pretty pissed off that they're attacking my beautiful kitty. So
You're always pissed off.
I mean, technically I'm not raging, but you know, I mean, what? Anyway.
Spent a little too much time with Marco.
Yes. So I'm gonna do a rapid shot, and I'm gonna do one for one and one for the other.
Okay.
The left one will be the first shot. The right one will be the second shot.
Did you take that feat?
Yes, I did. Remember, you helped me get the buff too.
Oh, you can turn it on.
Yeah, we already got it on. I've been planning this.
She's been planning it. Whoa!
Okay, so... Okay, I understand attack 1, attack 2, but then is like
So
the rapid shot, like then like how?
You need me to explain it? I can explain it perfectly.
explain it.
Okay. First attack is her full BAB Her second attack, because her base attack bonus is now +6, she gets a second attack. Second attack is taken at +1 instead of her normal full base attack bonus. Third shot is her rapid shot, which is her full base attack bonus shot.
Okay,
Other than that-
so you're doing 3 shots, so you only designated 2. Did you want the both first attacks to go to the one and whatever? It doesn't actually. Well, no, it actually does matter. So yeah.
The first one goes here. I was calling for the left one. The
So
second
this one?
I was, yeah.
This boy. Okay.
Yeah.
And
then
then you killed that one.
Well, I figured. I'm assuming the other 2 don't hit, but I was calling for the second one for the right, and I don't know what I would have done with.
Well, regardless, we'll do the last one on this one. So you'll do half damage to that. Alright, it is still alive, but looks fairly wounded. Alright, scary
Hey,
and
Olden.
Storm's like, fuck off.
Yes, Glitter?
Does that giant swirling mass of carrion ravens look wounded to you?
Alright, Tangletooth takes another 6 points of damage.
I'm not sure, but Tangletooth is gonna need my help.
Sorry, I
Well,
had
then-
it still on the measure tool.
So Tangletooth's gonna heal 5 for me.
Nice.
And what kind of spells do I have left? Oh yeah, I was gonna check if these are of the undead persuasion by making a religion check.
Yeah, you think that these are probably undead ravens affected by similar ghoulism, the other things you've encountered, and it's like turned them into like undead swarms, basically.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go over here,
Perfect.
pray to the gods, and channel energy. DC 19 for half damage for 12 damage. Tangletooth will also heal for 12, and I'm gonna heal for 20.
DC. Oh, will, okay. I was like, what? What am I rolling? What am I rolling? Oh, where's my will? Where's my
+2. +2 damage.
3.
Oh, does that work for this?
Just +2 damage straight up.
Do I heal for 2 more as well then? Or no?
Unfortunately, no, but
Oh,
that would
okay.
be fucking cool, huh? So
Okay,
technically 14.
14 damage if they fail their will save. 7 if they pass.
Because I'm inspiring you.
I'm feeling
Brave,
inspired.
brave Sir Odin, he's channeling away the bad birds.
So, oh, here we go. Okay, well, I have to read this. Vulnerable. Okay. 14 damage?
Oh shit, did they heal from this?
No.
Okay.
They they take 150% damage from it.
Ooh, nice.
So you kill them all.
Yeah! I feel useful.
Yeah, you kill them all.
Hella useful.
Excellent, let's hurry back to town, refill our supplies, and get some more knowledge of this place. And then
Sure you don't want to wait for more of those.
Okay.
Mr. Olden, I don't feel so good.
Okay, I'm just putting you guys on this here.
Shit,
Get
I
back
can't
to
swim.
town.
So, out of character, do you want to RP this, or would you like me to tell you what I'm doing in town?
I just want you guys to let me know everything you want to do in town.
I'll go. I've talked a lot so far. If you guys can go first, tell them what you want to do.
I would like to, first of all, we're going to rest a night. Is that correct? So we get all our spells back, heal a little bit, whatever, what have you.
Yeah, that's part of the plan. We're not gonna
Okay.
go back till tomorrow, but there's stuff I'd want
I
to do.
am going to go to the library and see if I can research. I'm pretty sure that Glitter doesn't know the word, I'm making air quotes, haunt, but I'm going to research phenomena similar to this and see if I can come up with anything. You let me know what you would like me to roll, and I will do so.
Make
I have every
me
knowledge trained, so
make me a religion roll.
sure, not history, because that's my highest.
No,
Religion, you got it.
religion.
I will inspire confidence in myself. Okay, so it's this plus 2.
All right, so you'll be able to find a book that will have pretty good information about what haunts are, what they what they do, generic
Baby noises.
information on in general how to defeat them, all the generic information about haunts. However, they will also tell you that haunts are they're very specific to the events that create them. So although these are general um traits and information about them, they can all vary slightly depending on what phenomenons have gone on in the area to actually create and manifest this haunt. So basically, it's giving you general information, but letting you know that, you know, every haunt is subject to its own little specific traits and niceties depending on basically what created it.
Okay, so I've tried really hard not to look up haunts, and I've succeeded. So would you like me to? Or
No,
I'm
I
kind
can
of
give you the.
saving you the. Okay. Okay.
Hold on, I'm just pulling up my page, and I'll give you the gist. The gist. Okay. So, sorry, I don't know what my kid's freaking out over.
No.
Oh my god. What? Sorry. All right, we got that all figured out. um, so haunts you can think of, the book will sort of explain to you. They're kind of almost like undead traps, like a hazardous trap created by unquiet spirits that react violent to the presence of the living. Now, each haunt is subject to the specific spirits that are creating the haunt. So, what they do, how they act, what occurs is going to vary in every haunt depending on what spirit is creating that haunt. Um, to give you general information that different things can trigger haunts. It can be proximity, it can be touching a specific item. Again, it's kind of specific to the actual haunt. Um, they can do things pretty similar to existing spells and effects, but they can have like different and more distinct features. So, for instance, they can duplicate things like cause fear, scare, yada yada, fireball, firestorms. They can have very similar things to like spells and effects, but they are not actually doing that spell or effect. They're just duplicating similar reactions. A neutralized haunt is not destroyed. It will and can manifest again after a certain period of time. And to destroy haunts, a specific action needs to be taken. These actions can vary depending on what is causing the haunts, but they can be things such as, like Olden was talking about, burying bones to rest, sometimes burning a haunted house to the ground. The specific act is different for every haunt. Some haunts are very persistent and their immediate effects continue beyond surprise rounds. I mean, that's kind of out of character info. But, anyways, there can be persistent haunts that will be longer. And yeah, so it's kind of like the general information you'll get about haunts. Is there anything more specific you're trying to find about them?
How do we detect them?
You'll know that about the only way to detect them is detect undead or detect alignment spells of the appropriate type of alignment if you know what alignment these haunts would be taking. But it will tell you that using these things only gives you a greater chance to notice them, does not guarantee noticing them. Basically, out of character, that means if you're using detect undead or detect alignment, your perception check to notice them is less. But you still have to make a perception check
Okay.
to notice them.
Nice.
Oh my lord.
So I just want to make sure this is sort of out of character, but this is Glitter doing his research. They're literally not illusions. They're manifestations of some kind of undead spiritual trap.
Yes.
So disbelief has no effect whatsoever, even if I succeed on my disbelief.
Correct.
So, Sephra is accompanying Glitter Skim to the library. She's not very knowledgeable on research or that sort of thing, but while he's looking through the books, she suggests, what, is there any like history that we could learn that we might learn like how certain people died? Maybe that would help us overcome some of these haunts. Or even like an idea of like who all is at the manor.
If any of you want to give me an intelligence check, I can help you attempt to put some clues together that you have been told, but you may not be. Well, right.
I am not a smart cat.
Damn, y'all
Whoa.
are.
Damn.
Okay, so
The Glitter basically
Glitter.
looks at two of them and says, "See, you guys stop fooling around."
My eyes hurt.
All right, give me a quick second here.
You said that Alder Foxglove does not live in town.
No, he does not. So, Glitter, you will recall when you guys were chatting with Amiko and she was giving you some general information on Foxglove Manor that she mentioned quite a few theories of different people being killed in the manor over the various years. Now, none of them were like for sure because a lot of these deaths were sort of like not like words my brain
Confirmed?
isn't. Yes, like not confirmed but just like kind of unsolved mysterious deaths that were supposed, like rumors say supposed possibly happened in the manor. So with some of the things that you guys have already experienced, you know that Aldern's uh Aldern's wife was one thing Namiko mentioned. She was found strangled in not in a like a nearby area, but the investigations of it did probably mention that it looked like the death had not occurred where they found her. There's also rumors of one of the old like people who lived in the manor, one of the old ones, like attempting to burn it down, failing, but an attempt to burn it. And some of the other deaths that she would have just vaguely mentioned. you could start to surmise that there, if all of these rumors are to be true, there could possibly be quite a few deaths that have happened in this manner. And from your research of haunts, you will determine that every death can potentially make its own haunt. And each death controls like how that haunt will manifest.
Oh well, okay. Yeah, I kind of got that each of the rooms that we went into, like the mother trying to get her child out was one death, and then you said that Sephira saw Alderin basically strangling her with a scarf. That was another death. I'm not sure what's going on with the Manticore and the fire, but I don't care. That's probably it almost seems like each room has a different haunt, so and is related to a different death.
Potentially.
I mean, the manticore and the fire could have been the failed attempt to burn the man.
Well, the problem is if we're gonna burn down someone else's property, I hate to bring real life parallels into it, but that's someone else's property, and we can get in trouble for that.
Oh, I mean, oops,
Yeah, I
I
don't know
kicked
what
over the.
happened, Aldrin. We just walked up and the whole place was on fire.
Don't worry, he'll probably be fine with it if I'm around. Or we could just say, "Oops, sorry, burned your place down. Now give me back my." Um. Okay. So, is Olden doing anything? Like, I mean, I'm hanging out with Glitter in the library, even though I probably can't even read according to my intelligence check.
Well, I was waiting for Jose to see if he wanted to do anything because I was talking a lot already this session, so I just wanted to let you guys go first. But I do have stuff I want to do, yes.
Go ahead.
So you don't have to repeat all this stuff about the haunt, but I guess I would split up and go to the church and ask, is it Father Xantus or whatever? I'd ask him about this stuff. I'd also ask like how he proposes I get, if he has any experience disarming these haunts, or I don't know if I use the word haunt. If I would say, I guess I would say these hauntings or whatever, like these angry spirits, dismissing them. I'll relate to him that I saw that my holy water did some work, but I don't know if it was permanent and blah blah blah, and if he could give me a discount in getting more holy water, or can I buy more like a bulk of holy water from the church or something like that, because it seems like I'm going to need a lot.
So other than the information I've already talked about, because he would relay a lot of the same kind of information to you, he will let you know that based on what you've described, it sounds like there are most likely multiple unrest spirits in this one place, and that there's probably some link connecting them all, and most likely the only way to rid them permanently is going to be figuring out what is the link that connects all of them and figuring out how to destroy that link.
And does he know anything specific about these murders at the Foxglove Manor? That, like, does he have any thoughts on that?
He
or?
doesn't really have any like other information other than, yes, he's heard the rumors about it, and it's been like, a known thing that the manor was haunted, but he always thought it was in like the, oh, there's scary stuff going on there sense, not the literal haunt sense. But from what you described, he will confirm that he believes that it must truly be haunted, and your best bet is to figure out basically what link is keeping all of the spirits there.
Okay. And can you do anything for me in terms of getting some holy water?
What does holy water normally cost?
I don't know what it normally costs, but it costs me 25 gold to make each one.
Okay.
Plus a flask. I don't know how much a flask costs. It cost me 25 gold for blessed water, and then I don't know how much an empty flask costs. 3 copper. Okay, so basically 25 gold normally it would cost me to make them.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
so the
that is the
church
cost.
the church would probably have stores of holy water, and he'll say, since you're doing the town a great service of attempting to get rid of whatever obviously unruly spirits are going on in this place, he will sell you as much holy water as he has at 15 gold each instead of the 25.
Okay, and how much does he have to sell?
One.
Those are that's a flask worth, or
Flask. Yeah, I'm gonna carry them in flasks.
yeah, he'll say he has 10
13,165.
he'll say he currently has 10 flasks he could sell you, but if you come back tomorrow morning, he can potentially have another 10 if you would like them.
No, it's okay. I think 10's more than enough, and then I'll buy some raw ingredients to make my own if I need more.
Okay.
So that's 150 gold for those 10?
I'll chip in.
Mhm.
No, that's
Me
fine.
too.
I got a lot of gold. That's fine.
Okay, I'll arm wrestle you for it then.
So I give him 150 gold, and then before bed I'm going to buy basically some. I can do this without talking about it. I'm just gonna buy the components to make more, basically.
Sure, that's fine.
And then,
Sephra wants to get some ghost salt weapon blend.
Okay.
It's basically something that you can coat your arrows and or weapons in that will allow you to hit something that's incorporated.
Totally got like a supernatural feel right there.
I
And
mean,
it's funny
I
because
could...
I'm actually wearing a supernatural shirt right now. So it's like, whoa, we up in supernatural in here?
Well, of course. I mean,
I'm just thinking of the like fucking
rock
shots
salt.
full of rock salt
Yes.
shooting at ghosts and shit. But yeah, you can
I'm
buy
gonna
that.
buy some ghost peppers.
Is that like really a thing?
Okay.
He's gonna make him a home cooked meal.
All right. I just figure in case we come up against something that, you know, is incorporeal, that it might be good to have something I can coat my arrows in and hit.
yeah. Yeah, I'm ready to rest the night and head back in the morning if anyone else has anything to do.
I'm sorry, same. I'm ready to rest.
Alright, you all can go night-night.
So just quickly, I had a modified strength -1. Is that gone now, or does that last longer than a day?
I think that would be gone now.
Okay. Yeah, if anyone doesn't have anything to do, I think we wake up really early, have a nice breakfast, and then head back to the mansion, more prepared and armed with more knowledge.
I will when we have breakfast. I will ask Amiko if she knows if Aldrin is in town.
She does not. She has not seen him lately.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, I forgot to say this, but we mentioned about that plan about staking out Sephra's like room the night before when we were ever gonna rest in a town or whatever. So I think I tell Glitter about this, and we do a shift like hiding in bushes outside our window where we saw someone break in last time, or where we saw tracks leading out, just to see if we see anyone going in and out.
Okay. Make me perception and stealth checks.
Okay. Where is my?
One day I want to
stealth?
make a character and just completely tailor him. There's my stealth. And there's my perception. Like
you can be
things
a
like
tailor if you want.
like things like Glitter's not really stealthy because he has a hard time keeping quiet. Give myself like a minus to stealth.
I should put points in disguise so that I can disguise myself as Sephiroth.
The heck? Okay, so you guys, you're trying to be stealthy outside, in your shifts, and you're looking around, and at one point, Glitter, you think maybe you hear some rustling coming up in the bushes, but you probably end up making a bunch of noise as you're trying to see what it is, and then the next second it's gone and you don't see or hear anything.
Okay. I relay that to them in the morning that I think I might have saw something, but I don't think I was stealthy enough.
Maybe next time we set up a mechanical trap so that we don't have to rely on us
Right.
being stealthy. I didn't think about that, but
Lock the windows, put some glue at the base of the window.
well, I want to catch who's done it. I don't want to stop them from doing it. I want to catch them
So put a
red-handed.
glue trap.
Well, we can worry about this later. We got more pressing matters. So let's head back to the manor.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Boom, boom. So the first thing I want to check is as we pass these ruins, do we notice those crows flying away or?
No, you do not see any crows over here now this time.
Okay.
What about cows?
No, there are no cows. You want an undead swarm of cows to come up and fight you?
Right? Undead
Dude,
cow swarm.
those things are scary as hell.
Moo!
So unless anyone else disagrees, I think Ulden would want to take charge here, being the oracle / holy person.
Yeah, this is out of character, but I'm having a hard time deciding whether or not I want to advise that the person with the highest will save enter the room first, because the person with the highest will save is probably also the person who can fuck these things up. Namely you, John.
Um.
Who is this John you speak of?
Yeah.
I said out of character, so be quiet.
In character, I guess you could say who has good willpower or whatever, and I would let you know that I have decent.
Mine's a 5. My
Yeah, so is
will
mine.
is a 5.
So,
Mine's a 4.
Mine's a 5.
okay, yeah, I think we're decent.
Okay, so we're all pretty much okay, so maybe we want to rotate then?
No, I would suggest to go first. The thing's only activated when we fucked with them. We know exactly what to do now, so we just
Okay, so
throw
this
holy
room
water
we're
on
not
it.
gonna.
And...
Yep, we're not gonna fuck with the. What?
Yeah, just don't touch
Yeah, I know.
anything. Yeah, we'll just do things that fuck with us, and then we'll head for where we'll basically search out the source of the hauntings. So yeah, do we come back to? Are these doors repaired from last night, or are they Are they broken down still?
This door is still broken down.
Okay. So yeah, I will advise
Um,
everyone not to touch anything and to head straight for upstairs.
Did we actually? I was gonna say, I don't think we actually explored upstairs at all.
No, we didn't. So that's why I said we've already explored all down here, and as long as we don't touch anything, supposedly nothing should happen. But if it does, actually I'll hand everyone 2 flasks of holy water, just in
Okay.
case. If
You
one
want
of
us
us,
to put that on our character sheet? Will?
yeah, because I'm taking off mine. So I'm taking 6 holy waters off my character sheet and giving you each 2, and letting you know if I get enthralled with anything or something like that, you can use the holy water to save someone or destroy the object or something. And yeah, I'll start walking in.
All right, so are you guys your plan is to head back upstairs?
Yeah, unless anything like stops us, like we're not gonna try and touch anything or fuck with anything. We just want to head straight back to where we were upstairs. Because we've
Yeah,
basically
basically
explored
when
everywhere.
Glitter goes in, he's basically hugging the walls. First room, I know you're going to want us to roll initiative, but I am specifically not touching the piano, staying in as far away as
I
possible.
won't make you roll initiative right now unless it's needed. So okay, so after this room, where are you heading?
So I'm going to wait for Olden and then follow him into whatever room. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Actually, give me a quick second. I just need to get my kid a snack so she'll stop, like, trying to climb on my legs.
While she's gone, I assume this thing's gonna try and fuck with us. Just throw a holy water, I guess. And is this the stairs that we went up, right? This was the ones we went up, or did we go these
I
ones?
Those are
don't
the ones
think
going
so.
down. These are the
I
ones
think we
going
went up, yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, then we'll go for... This is the one that went up, you think?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that's where I'm headed. If this thing doesn't...
Yeah, there was 2 that went up, but we went up on that one.
And this one went down?
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
that one also
Yeah,
goes up.
No,
No.
that was a down. Pretty sure that was a
No.
down.
No, I'm pretty sure this
No.
one went down because you pinned the door.
Yeah.
Down,
Yeah.
up, up.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I was
Because I
thinking
pitted, you're right, I python the door.
whatever, yeah.
So we stopped here because you told us to stop.
Yeah. So as you guys are inching around this room, once again, Marco, you see this manticore start to come to life, lurches forward, its face shifting to resemble that of a woman, its fur erupting in flames, and it slashes against you, doing a touch attack.
But wait, Marco's
But
not
because
in the
Marco's
room.
behind her, so
Yeah, but he's like, so as you guys are inching around the room, all of a sudden, like, he's standing there, he can, like, see past Sephra and just sees this thing come to life. And, like, to him, it looks like this thing is, like, lurching through Sephra and, like, slashing at him through her.
Oh, shit.
Does a 17 hit your touch AC?
Yep.
Alright.
remember, Marco, you have to call out because we don't see this.
So you take 12 points of damage, and I need you to make me a reflex save.
Jesus.
Alright, so you also catch on fire,
Oh, fuck.
but only you can see alright. No, like, so you like see these fires, like you're like burning right now and you're on fire.
Alright, so I'm screaming, saying I'm on fire.
We look at him. Is he on fire?
No, you guys don't see anything. You just like see him like
Freaking
acting
out.
like a crazy person and screaming about being on fire, but you guys don't see any flame.
Alright.
Initiative or not?
You know?
No, not initiative.
Okay, I was just gonna say
You can
quickly.
do whatever you want.
Out of character, obviously, I know it's the Manticore that's causing this or whatever, but does Ulden have enough information to infer? Because he talked about something burn. He smelled burning when he walked in here, and we saw this thing kind of burn. Do I just have enough? Ulden knows, like, okay, I'm gonna fuck this thing up with holy water. Like, can I do that, or is that meta?
You could probably surmise there's probably a haunt somewhere in this room, but again, you know that either proximity or touched is typically a trigger for these things. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I just pour holy water. I don't know how I flask this thing.
Okay, nothing appears to happen.
Yeah, I begin my performance.
So wait, I wasted a flask of holy water on this and nothing happened? It doesn't fizzle again like last time or anything?
This thing, no, Okay, never mind. I'll give it to you. The thing is, technically the manticore isn't the thing for it, but I think I gave it to you last time because it was they put a weird location for the haunt. I'll just tell you. Technically, this one, because you would figure it out. The proximity trigger is right here. So as soon as Olden walked through right here, the haunt triggered. But this particular haunt seems to like Marco for some reason.
So it's just this spot. There's nothing there. It's just like a.
I told you proximity can trigger.
Yeah. Proximity to what though? Like literally a floorboard. Like what is haunted?
It's like literally like the proximity is this area.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. You could call it the floorboards or something, but that's where the haunt is.
Okay, I just don't know how we would ever figure that out.
So it'd be like directly in front of the chimera.
Yeah.
So one could say that whatever the chimera sees, it's triggered.
If I see nothing happen when I pour holy water on the chimera or whatever it was, Manticora, I channel energy.
I told you I would give it to
I
you
know, but I'm
because
saying to be legit. So since it's an AOE, my channel, I use a channel and heal Marco and everything around me.
Yeah, so you would for sure be able to tell that your channel energy hit the haunt and neutralized it.
I stopped my performance.
So Marco, you should heal for 15 plus your bonuses.
And you felt like you were on fire for a bit, but it's like it's sort of fading now, and you don't feel like you're like burning anymore.
Okay.
If everyone's okay, I'll start making my way up the stairs, but I'll wait for everyone to gather close.
Get off me.
God, now I have to clear off
I was here first.
area because you're going to a different set of stairs. Wait, what am I doing? Is this? No, that's not.
I can go up the same one if it's easier. I just figured because it's
no, that's
closest.
okay. I can clear off. I was just having a brain fart moment. I feel too being sick is fun. Okay.
You don't sound sick, by the way. So.
You gonna move us
That's
down
good.
there, or
You can pull your tokens down. You should be able to see the new area that's cleared off. I feel like I sound sick.
So yeah, I would just walk cautiously,
Whoa,
looking around.
Sabretooth.
Wit, I've lost my token in the fog of war. Oh, Wit needs a 5-minute break.
Oh, okay.
She blue screened. Oh crap.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go get myself something to drink. Hopefully she recovers.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Yeah, let's take a 5-minute break, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna take a 5-minute break here. I need to add this. Text. I am back if anyone's here.
Hey, I found my token.
Yeah, nice. This place is so haunted it kicked Whitney out.
It's so haunted, it even affects God.
Welcome
Hello?
back.
I'm finally back.
Everything alright?
Yeah, it's still kind of loading this map though. It's like eerie. Why is it eerie?
Mine was too when I first loaded in earlier this evening.
Yeah, everything's blurry, so it probably just hasn't loaded all this stuff. How long did it take to become unblurry?
Few minutes. Like maybe not even a full minute. It had to load in.
I guess it does still say my browsers are like loading stuff at the moment. Not totally done. Come on, browsers. Function, please. Please function, computer.
Looks like Charlie was downloading more RAM.
There we go. Okay. I'm good. We good.
Is Jose here?
Yeah.
Is Jaeger here?
Yep.
I guess we're all here. So yeah, I just let everyone know to move slowly and keep close. And I'll keep inching forward and looking for the next room to explore. I'm specifically keeping an eye out for any bones or anything like that, or any corpses or anything like that. If we see anything that might be that. Ooh. Ulden likes north. He's gonna listen at this door. Actually, he's not gonna bother. He's just gonna open the door. He's convinced there's no one in this place. It's just undead spirits to deal with.
You know, we passed a door. Just because we could see it doesn't mean we know what was there.
We passed 2 doors.
Okay, so when you open this door, you see an iron tub that sits in the middle of this room. The floorboards around it sagging with the tub's weight. Hold on.
Oh, look, a basin for to make more holy water.
So as soon as you walk right there, the floor collapses beneath you. You drop and fall 10 feet.
Okay. Is that 1d6 damage or how much damage?
1 point of damage, apparently.
Okay.
But you can make a DC 15, or sorry. Well, there you go. Reflex save. Now you know the DC because my brain's not like.
Sorry, you said reflex to what? Avoid
Yes.
falling or?
Yes, to avoid falling.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you don't even take the 1 point of damage. You jump to the side and avoid the floor falling in right there.
I will immediately tell everyone to be careful. The floor is weak here. So sorry, when you say a reflex save, do I have to reflex it out, or is this whole room weak, or can I reflex to like the side? Or am I gonna fall
You're
again?
pretty sure that it's just that specific like floorboard right there. The rest of the floor seems like it's okay. You just don't want to step right there.
Okay.
We have some rope that we can throw him to just kind of help make sure he gets back across outside.
Yeah, I don't want to leave yet though. Is there anything in the tub, or is there anything else to see in here, or is it just an empty tub?
Make me a perception check if you want to look around. You don't see anything else in the room. The tub appears to be empty. Nothing else is really catching your eye in here other than the obvious weak floor
Okay.
that you missed.
So we're basically looking for remains now? Is that what we're looking for?
Yeah, I've let everyone know that I'm looking. Well, my theory is that there. Well, like, yeah, you would have given me, or we all would have come together with that information we got from our different sources, and Ulden would have posited the theory that there's clearly some desecrated corpses or remains that need to be properly buried or sanctified or whatever, so that
Yeah,
the
we
spirits
need
can
to
rest.
find the whatever's tying this all together.
Right. And Ulden thinks it's desecrated corpses or remains.
You think that smells like super bad of decay, but you feel is interesting.
You're cutting out. Is it just for me, or?
No, I smell decay, but I don't feel like there's anything interesting. Is that what you...
Yes.
You're getting super robotic.
Yep.
I don't know if you're uploading shit or something.
Is it any better?
Oh, yeah, it sounds perfect now.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know if it was affecting it at all, but Jeff came home and was looking at Facebook on his phone, but he turned his Wi-Fi off just in case it was affecting it.
Jeff, get off the internet!
Right.
Sorry, Jeff. Okay, yeah, so yeah, if you don't say there's anything to note in here, I'm gonna head out. Is it easy to get over this floorboard, or do I have to make a check to get out of it, or?
You can make like a acrobatics check, but it's not very difficult.
Yeah, so if it's any kind of check, I would ask for assistance to get out of here.
I will inspire competence.
I mean, it's
Alright,
literally
Kick my Ransor out. So
don't.
great.
Alright.
Yeah, you're fine. You get over it.
I have a -6, that's why I asked.
Holy crap!
I'm wearing heavy armor.
I
Okay, yeah, I will cautiously open this door, not walk in again, trying to avoid this, if there's any weak floors, but I'll just open the door.
So as you open this door and look in, you see a bedroom. It is caked with thick, spongy layer of dark green, blue, and black mold.
Ooh. I'll examine the the floorboards. Do they look weak? Looks good, I think, right?
You don't see anything that resembles like what you encountered in the last room, so you don't believe any of the floor will.
All right, so I will turn to Sephra and ask her to, or I'll turn to everyone and say, let's just check this room out quickly to see if there's any remains, but it's probably another thing in here. So just be careful and let's just take a look around.
Saphra, you feel like you hear a child's voice saying, "What's on your face, mommy?" And Ulden, as soon as you enter this room, your face starts itching super bad, and I need you to make me a will save. Yeah, so you feel like your face is itching like weirdly more than normal. But nothing else really seems to happen.
More than normal, because your face normally itches.
I mean, I'm scratching my nose just talking about it, so.
So yeah, I itch it a lot, but my will save, does it let me stop, or do I keep having to itch?
It still feels itchy. Like you're definitely kind of still like scratching.
So I just quickly asked Sephra, do you see any remains in here? If not, we're noping the fuck out of here.
I don't see any remains, but I hear a child.
Nope,
saying,
nope. And Ulden will start walking out. Am I still itchy, or does it stop when I leave?
No, as soon as you leave the room, your face doesn't feel like it's itching anymore. Like the need to scratch goes away.
Okay. That was another one of those things, I think. Let's check another room and look for these remains. Let's open this door up.
So on my reveal tool, okay. Alright, hold on 1 second. Let me see what is right here.
So I don't know if you want.
What is right here?
Sorry, I just want to say I don't know if you want me to repeat this every time, but basically Ulden's gonna like look in each room, not walk in, and ask Sephra, because or whoever has a good perception, to take a look around to see if they see anything of note. If not, we're moving on. Basically, is what Ulden is getting at. So.
Okay. Out of character, my perception is.
Is what?
And out of character, I would like to note, if you don't deal with the haunts in some way, you don't get XP for the haunts. Just an FYI.
11.
Mine's a 14.
So in character, Ulden doesn't
I
know what
poked Sephra in the
experience
eye.
is, so I'm not going to meta and try to just solve everyone just for experience. So if you guys want to, you can, but I'm not going to.
Well, I mean, if like I'm just saying, like in character, like if you and Sephra both walked into the room and like only you're scratching but she's not, you could just have someone else like throw some holy water or something if you care. But
Well, because I know that doesn't really solve the problem. Ulden wants to like solve it completely, so
okay, all right,
wasting
all right.
time like solving little ones isn't gonna.
Okay. So, in here, you see a stone fireplace sits in the northwestern portion of this chamber. Paintings hang on the walls to the north and south, each covered over with a thick sheet of dusty cobwebs that obscure its subjects from. Hold on, I'm checking to see what your perceptions give you.
I mean, I don't really care.
So, Sephra
Glitter
and
is
Marco.
Yeah, Glitter's pretty curious, so he's always going to make a perception check.
All right. Well, Glitter is not in the room, so only Sephra and Marco notice that the room starts to grow colder.
Sorry, I just also wanted to say this. I don't want to like railroad people. Like if you guys say, "Oh, I want to solve each one," aka you want the experience, it's fine. I'm just saying, Ulden in character doesn't want to stop and solve every little thing because he knows it's just neutralizing it, not stopping it. But if you guys like in character want to resolve all these haunts or whatever, I'm fine with it as well. I'm not saying I don't want to do it, but just so it's clear, I don't like force you guys to do what I want to do. But
Glitter's of the opinion that this place is really scary. He doesn't really like it here, so...
So this is a fireplace, correct?
Yes, so there's a fireplace, and then there's like portraits on the wall, but they're like covered over in cobwebs. So you can't like make out what they're portraits of unless you clear off the cobweb.
Out of character, I would like to solve the majority of the haunts. We don't do all of them, I'm okay, but I don't want to just like... That's my 2 cents. Okay, so I'm taking a closer look at the fireplace since it's cold. I just want to see if there's anything I can see around the fireplace, or in the fireplace.
Yeah, you don't see anything really like interesting or concerning about the fire.
So Sephra looked at Marco and asked Marco if he might take his Ransor and uncover the photos so that we could see what's under it.
Do you want me to flex the weapon?
No, you don't have to, like, you can just say that you'd be clearing them off with your weapon. You wouldn't actually have to make any, like, rolls or anything
Alright,
to do.
yeah. Clearing off the weapon.
Glitter has his flute out. He's ready to start his performance.
So, so when you clear off, hold on, I'm trying to see how many, like, portraits there actually were in here. So I can tell you who the paintings hang on the walls to the north and south, each covered. Okay, it doesn't say specifically, so I have to kind of read through this to tell you, like, who you see. So let's see. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't highlight right here like I should have. Okay, so when you wipe away the dusty cobwebs over the paintings, you reveal what appears to be previous tenants of Foxglove Manor. The 3 portraits to the north depict Varel and Cassandra Foxglove and their daughter, Lori. And I'll kind of give you these descriptions because you would be able to see these pictures. So this is what Marco and Sephra can see. So, Varel appears to be a tall, middle-aged man with long dark hair, clean-shaven face, and dark blue noble's clothes, while Cassandra is stern-faced brunette woman with wisps of gray in her short hair and a flowing blue dress. The 5 portraits to the south show Traver and Sorelli Foxglove, their son Aldern, and their 2 daughters Sendeli and Ziva. Traver, like Varel, is tall and thin, but with an even narrower face and a thin mustache. Sorelli is a young woman with long red hair and an impish smile. Each painting basically bears a plaque that is identifying the people pictured within them, which is how you know exactly who they are. And so once you get all of the paintings fully covered off, you and Sephra notice that the room suddenly becomes like icy cold, and the figures depicted in the portraits suddenly shift from paintings of living people to those dead-looking. Cassandra and Lori slump into misshapen, tumor-ridden corpses. Travers grows pale as a long cut opens in his throat and blood washes over his chest. Sorelli blackens and chars, and her arms, legs, and back twist as if broken in dozens of places. Aldrin's flesh darkens with rot, his hair falls out, and he deforms into a ghoul-like monster. Both Sandeli and Ziva's portraits frost over, but otherwise remain unchanged. Varel's entire portrait frame and all erupts into a sudden explosion of fungus and tumorous growths. This fungus wave then washes over the entire room. So Marco and Sephra make me fortitude saves.
Ugh.
People outside the room see none of this?
You do not see anything. Alright, Sephra. Sorry, I need to go look at something.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. All right. Okay, so Sephra, you suddenly feel like you have contracted something, and you take 3 points of charisma damage and 1 point of constitution damage.
That's the temp, right?
Yes.
3 points of charisma and 1 of constitution.
Yes.
Do I just do -3 or do -3? Is that...
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as quickly as these portraits change and the room erupts in this fungus, everything all of a sudden changes and reverts back to normal. The portraits look normal again, and all of the weird fungus is gone. But Sephra, when you look at your skin, you feel like you can see tiny splotches of mold and tender red bumps on your flesh, but no one else can see anything.
Okay.
Well, we don't know what's happened yet.
Does anything happen if I were to, say, take one of the flasks of holy water and pour it over my skin?
No, nothing happens. I'll say you could have tested a few drops before wasting an entire flask,
Yeah,
and you would see that nothing happens.
Alright, so Sephra goes to one knee and she's like, I don't feel so good.
If you say you don't feel so good, I would try to check her out, see how she's doing.
Yeah, so you look at her and you're you look perfectly healthy to me. You don't see any sort of you don't see anything that would be concerning health-wise. You don't see any diseases or poisons or anything.
Can't you see the mold?
No. I checked you out. You look healthy.
So, I want to take a few more drops of holy water and pour it on the portrait that spewed out all of the fungus and stuff.
Sure.
So if I do that, does anything happen?
Yeah, you'll see that the portrait kind of sizzles a little bit.
Okay, so I'm going to pour the flask over the portrait.
I don't remember how much damage. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna say if you pour it on that it just neutralizes it. Yeah. So, you'll see that it sizzles for a while, and then it kind of just stops sizzling, and you think you might have neutralized this.
How am I feeling?
You still feel gross, and you still see the mold and stuff on your skin. Go ahead and make another fortitude save.
Okay.
So you feel like that after doing that, like you're starting to like feel a little bit better, but like like the splotches on your skin are like almost starting to fade, but they're still there.
So I'm basically telling Ulden and Marco, like, basically what I'm seeing, like the splotches on my skin, that they're look a little faded now that I've doused the portrait, but
You cut out there at the end that it's still what?
it's still there, but it looks like they're fading a little bit.
Yeah, I don't.
So
see-
I saw the same image when they were turning grotesque.
Yeah, so you saw all the same stuff. You just didn't basically out of character, you didn't get inflicted with what spewed out of the portrait, but you saw all the same things as her. You don't see the splotches that she sees like on her, but like the portrait stuff, you saw all of it.
Yeah, but I would argue then that, recalling what's happened in the previous rooms and floors, that this is a mental thing, that she's obviously feeling it, but not necessarily actually happening to.
So,
Yes, no,
did you
maybe.
say that out loud?
What I'm saying out loud is, so I'm pointing to the picture and asking her at the same time, so you're suffering her. Because there was one that was turning, I guess, the image of the tumor.
Saffron, make me another fort save. So you're starting to feel even better. You feel like with each passing minute that you muster your fortitude, you're overcoming whatever is happening to you.
All right, we should maybe keep moving. I feel like that these pictures, so in character, Sephra and Marco, I'm assuming Marco, but Sephra for sure is going to be describing what they saw in the pictures, because it could possibly be key to solving what's going on in the manor.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure out of character that Marco didn't say that, oh, this is something mental, because
No, I was more actually asking our God here if I would, has Marco know enough to know that she's suffering the mental equivalent of what happened to the person.
yeah, I got that too. The fact that the mold was from this room up here, and the lady and her daughter Lori, that was from the room downstairs. That was the name of the mother who was trying to usher her child out of the. Yeah.
All right. So I guess for now I'm going to say I don't necessarily pick up Sephra, but I get behind her and I start pushing her out, back out.
You don't go back out this way, or do you want to go through those double doors over there? What would you like to do? I get out of the way.
I'm going to say come back this way for now. And then we explain to the rest of the party what we witnessed. About the portraits, the different, what we believe are the ultimate fates of the different.
So I'm not gonna actually enter the room. Go ahead, Marco. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Saffron, make me another fortitude save. So suddenly you feel like yourself again. All of the mold and the spots have disappeared off your skin. The charisma and constitution damage that you had taken dissipates, and you feel normal again.
Wow, I'm feeling better. Thank you for getting me out of that room, Marco. I think that there was just something about it. It was making me sick.
So
Yeah, it must have been the overall feeling of feeling cold, and then whatever sprouted out from that portrait.
of the portrait that you mentioned, um, which ones have we experienced so far? I'm guessing this is the mold room. The one lady who was all burnt up was probably the Manticore. The lady and her daughter, Lori, was one of the rooms downstairs.
Found it.
Alderin was the one with the scarf. Were there any pictures that I have not named so far?
So I'll go through them again. So they saw Cassandra and Lori slump into misshapen, tumor-ridden corpses. Traver grows pale as a lawn cut opens in his throat and blood washes down over his chest. Sorelli blackens and chars as her arms, legs, and back twist as if broken into dozens of places. Alderin's flesh darkens with rot. His hair falls out and he deforms into a ghoul-like monster. Both Sandeli and Ziva's portraits frost over but otherwise remain unchanged. Vorel's entire portrait frame and all erupts into a sudden explosion of fungus and tumors.
Okay, so by Glitter's calculation, we haven't experienced Traver's haunt yet.
I find it interesting that Aldern was a ghoul.
Alright, what are you guys gonna do?
We should continue to look around and see if we can find bodies.
Alright, so I guess we open these doors next.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to get that all cleared off, and I was being a pain.
Damn, it's a couch room more than.
Okay. This room.
So Glitter makes a suggestion that it seems that the haunts are keyed to the rooms themselves. Maybe we want to open all the doors first and see which one looks the most promising for whatever. I think we should get a handle on all the rooms first before going into each one separately.
So as you open this room, you see this large room features 2 padded chairs and a lawn couch facing a wide alcove lined with stained glass windows. These windows depict a diverse array of animals and plants. From north to south are a large, pale, and ghostly scorpion, a gaunt man holding out his arms as a dozen bats hang from him, a moth with strange skull-like pattern on its wings, a tangle of dull green plants with bell-shaped flowers, and a young maiden sitting astride a well in a forest, while a spindly spider the size of a dog descends along a string of webbing above her. Those were all depictions of what you saw on each panel of the stained glass along this alcove.
Please let me know before you enter the room.
I'm not entering, I'm just looking in the doorway.
Okay.
You don't notice anything in the room. to note, really aside from those stained glass window panels, they seem very interesting.
All right. Well, what do you think, Golden? Should we follow Glitter's suggestion?
So, out of character, real fast, I know this manor is a little more challenging than most of the other things you have encountered. If by prompting you to make a check to help you acquire more clues, would you like that in here, or would you still like to go on the premise of you guys want to come up with them, think of them on your own?
I'm gonna let other people decide that.
Because I'm new at the game, I think I would like a little bit of a prompting, like to look for clues or something like that, just personally, because I'm not as experienced as a player, so I don't know sometimes what I'm trying to look for.
Will you want Olden?
Yeah, whatever they want.
Well, I kind of want a consensus of everyone, because so Sephra can say yes, but the prompting may not be something she can roll. So if I prompt so then it would either only speak up if it's something that she could do, or do you want me to speak up regardless, even if it's something she can't do?
I mean, I personally like saying my character does this, and then you say, okay, well then you have to roll this to figure whatever out. But if other people are want to solve everything and find everything, then I'm fine with you telling me to roll something if I didn't ask to do it. I'm fine with that as well.
I am ambivalent. I have half a dozen one, 6 of the other.
So, sorry, just to interject quickly, Gingy, when you say you're not experienced, the way I approach everyone has their own way to the way they want to play. Me personally, I enjoy me saying Ulden goes in and does this, and then the DM telling me what roles I need to do to accompany that. So you literally don't have to know anything about the game. You just want to role play what you want to do. But if you don't enjoy that and you want to actually I want to solve everything, then you want to play a little bit differently. Then you want the DM to guide you a bit more. I personally don't mind missing things because I'm RPing, I like to be immersed. Ulden didn't notice that then or whatever because I didn't notice it. But yeah, it just depends on how you want to play. So that's up to you. And of course Jose as well.
No, fuck that guy.
I'm just saying I like RPing more than I want to roll all my knowledge checks to figure out the answer to everything. I kind of just want to be like I said earlier, Ulden just wants to solve this whole thing. He doesn't care about solving these little things because he knows it doesn't really matter. AKA, Ulden doesn't know what experience is or how close he is to leveling. Ulden doesn't know that. So I don't like metaing that. Me personally, there's nothing wrong with wanting to do that. So yeah, it just depends on how you guys want to play. I'm either way, I don't care. So it's up to you guys.
Well, I mean,
and I will go along with whatever the consensus is. So.
What your most recent perception check, Sephra the 22? What were you rolling that for? I just don't recall.
I was looking in the room to see if there was anything interesting.
So Sephra and Marco, you both feel like there definitely is some. You feel like these stained glass windows are so intricately and fancily done in contrast to everything else in this manner that you feel like there's probably some importance to them, but you guys aren't sure what the importance to them is.
I kind of want to break one and see what happens.
Jesus.
Can I try?
Did you say that out loud?
That's totally a valid something you think of. Maybe your character really wants to break one. There's no wrong thing to do.
That one out.
No, that's totally fine. That was just not what I thought your first reaction would be. I want to break.
Before you go breaking something, maybe we should ask Glitter if you know. Maybe we should ask Glitter if he has any kind of knowledge on these panels.
I mean, I guess I can make check.
I mean, so like you can just say to me like, I want to look at these panels and see if I can figure out, and I'll tell you what check to make, but you have to like say something.
Well, but I'm kind of like John in the fact that I don't
Well,
just
but-
like to do things mechanically.
they're
I like to figure out
literally-
why Glitter would do that.
Okay, but I think they're literally saying like, hey, these things look important. What do you make of it? That's why I was.
Yeah, I mean, I
Okay,
was saying that
that's
out
different.
loud. Maybe I should ask.
Oh, I'm
maybe
sorry.
we should
I
have
thought
you.
I thought you were saying that out of character. If you say, "Hey, Glitter, these panels look interesting. What do you make of them?" Glitter will literally step forward and look at the stained glass panels and see if they are, do they look magical? Do they depict something that he understands? Like, the creatures themselves. The moth with skulls on its wings.
You feel like this might be like Arcana related?
Wow, I literally clicked the button and nothing.
It rolled. I see it. Yeah. So. Yeah, I see a knowledge Arcana 16.
I do too.
So with that like knowledge check, like you're pretty sure that they have something like there's something magical in nature importance, but you're not quite sure what the importance is.
Would anybody object if I tried to break one out?
If you're asking, yes.
Who would object? Well, then-
Yeah, because okay, back in character. Yes, because as I said, we shouldn't fuck with everything. If we're probably gonna trigger something bad that will happen if we do that. But
Well, that's why I wanted to stand at a distance and do it.
what will that accomplish? Is my question to you.
It would, possibly reveal something else. I don't know.
If you suspect there to be a evil spirit attached, I can simply cast my energy in a radius from me and without breaking anything. If you just want something to happen, if nothing happens, then there's probably no spirits attached to the objects.
I'm sorry, I will pass on that information that while the panels look like they might have something. In fact, I'll even just cast Detect Magic on the panels. I should be able to hit all of them with a cone. He said as the music grew dim.
It's just the. Yeah, so you can use detect magic. You will not detect any magic coming from them. It's more of you feel like the pictures that they depict have to do with something magical related. But you're just like it's like on the brink of your memory, but you can't quite remember what all these things have, like.
Do I need to consult my memory palace? No. Okay, so I will basically stop in the middle of relating to them. I feel like they have something to do with, and then I'll just cast my spell, and I say, well, they're not magical, but I feel like they have something to do with, maybe
Magic.
the nature of magic or something like that.
Did he detect anything magical in the room?
He did not.
I mean, I could push you into the room. You have magical items on you.
Jeez.
What were the images again?
They were. The first is a large, pale, and ghostly scorpion. The second is a gaunt man holding out his arms as a dozen bats hang from him. The third is a moth with a strange skull-like pattern on its wings. The fourth is a tangle of dull green plants with bell-shaped flowers. And the last is a young maiden sitting astride a well in a forest, while a spindly spider the size of a dog descends along a string of webbing above her.
Did you guys want me to try and detect something in this room, or what did you want to do here?
Can you do a detect undead? Will that take up like a out of character? Will that take up like a higher level spell, or is
One level, a first level spell slot, but it's fine. I can check it out.
I mean, again, out of character, we know it's going to detect undead.
No, we don't.
You do not detect any undead from that room.
See?
So I'm actually gonna walk in.
Okay, I began my performance.
And I'm gonna just look around. Since we have been focusing on, specifically since we've been focusing on what we could see from the door, I'm wanting to look on the other side of the room, like what's there and that sort of.
Yeah, you can look around the whole room. There's really nothing else of interest in here. Again, you're smelling just that general decay smell that this whole manor has. It's kind of grimy in here. But really what stands out is these stained glass windows. And being closer to them, you're really not getting anything that you didn't get from far away. They just seem like they must have some sort of significance because it's such a contrast to everything else you've seen in this manor.
Okay.
All
right.
I just want to say quickly while my spell's up, I don't know how thick these walls are, but I'm going to just look around and see if I can detect any undead within 60 feet of me. So I do like a circle and just look around.
You do not detect any undead. And if you recall, well, okay, so I'm assuming these doors are still open. So the thing is, if you're trying to detect haunts, detect undead only gives you a higher chance to perceive them. So if you want to go around and try to perceive things while it's up, you can. But it doesn't actually like point them out to you. But you do not detect any actual undead beings coming from this floor.
Okay.
I think we should do what Glitter suggested and just look in the room since you are using that.
Well, it's only lasting for 6
sorry.
minutes, so I don't know how
I
much
hate
ground we
to
can
do
cover.
this, but so she walked in, nothing happened. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I end my performance.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Let's just go through and open the doors and see if you can see anything.
Okay.
All right. I want to look in this room.
We've already determined that this room is neutralized for the moment, so I'm going to go in here. Again, please let me know before you go into the room.
Okay.
All right. Quick second. I just need to, with your perception checks, flop to where these are to just give you a quick info on if you detect anything or not. Yeah, you guys don't. I'm assuming you're quickly going through to see if you detect while this is up is to just like basically looking for haunts type things right now. So I'm not giving you any other like piddly information you might get from these rooms because you're focusing on basically searching for haunts. So you guys don't detect, you don't see anything in there.
Okay, yeah. So I think the game plan is like we open the doors, like I basically say like, oh no, I don't see anything, and then we'll move on quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
just check out
So
everything.
I'm just gonna basically reveal all of the rooms for you since you guys are doing this.
Well, while we're back here, I'm just gonna confirm that this room, like I'm gonna do that to this room as well, just to quickly confirm.
Alright. Make your okay. Where is this room?
And if I think Glitter said
Yeah, so in that room, as you're looking in that room, you definitely are detecting some sort of undead presence coming from right around here.
So, whoever has paper or good memory, I would just kind of like say like, someone remember when I locate these things, because I'm gonna rush to every room and see if I can detect things. So I'm gonna say, yep, this room has something in that we previously. AK, I think Glitter has like a good memory or something. So just like look at Glitter and say that, and then move to the next room.
Okay, I will go with him.
Alright, you do not detect anything in that room.
Okay, I'll tell him this room is clear.
Okay.
I'll quickly just do that in this room as well.
Yep, you do not detect anything, no undead presence in this room. Yeah,
I'll let him know that room was clear. I'll do this room.
yeah, and again, you do not detect any undead presence in this room.
And I'll let him know that is clear too.
Okay, so as far as this floor is concerned, we have a haunt in there that we haven't dismissed yet, right?
Yep. So yeah, I would relay that. It looks like it's just that room. And then I guess my spell would end at this point.
Did you also look in the bathtub room?
Yep.
That one was clear?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that being the case,
You could so this is out of character, but John, strategically speaking, you could literally stand where I am, channel, and hit just about the entire floor.
I don't know if does channel go through walls? I can't remember.
It's divine energy. It goes through walls.
You sure about that?
I'm positive.
Positive energy. I'm just
I'm
reading
not
it quickly.
positive.
Channeling energy causes a burst that affects all creatures of one type, either undead or living, in a 30-foot radius.
Literally and Reddit. Does channel positive energy go through walls? No. Channel energy is a burst effect, so it is stopped by walls, floors, etc. Anything that stop line of effect, because nothing says it isn't. Like the other guy has said, it won't. However, you can ready an action to channel energy for whenever a ghost pops its head out of the wall. Channel energy is a burst effect from PRD. Channeling energy can cause a burst that affects all creatures of one type, either undead or living, in a 30-foot radius centered on the cleric. What this means, a burst spell affects whatever it catches in its area, including creatures that you can't see. It can't affect creatures with a total cover. The default shape for a burst is a sphere. Behind a wall would be considered total cover. So the answer is no, it would not go through walls.
Makes sense. Okay.
Really? That makes sense to you? I'm not going to argue. I'm just saying it's silly that I'm going to channel the power of my god, but that door right there is going to stop it. It's cool though. I'm not going to. Okay, so do we want to?
I want
deal with
to give the rooms, especially the ones that are not haunted, a little bit closer look, just because, I'm trying to piece together like any information that might help us, be that like a journal or something like that. I just want to make sure that there's nothing we miss.
Well, all I've come across so far is that the fucking Foxglove family is fucked up. There's a lot of fucked up people in this family. Like even Alderin, who we didn't really think was that bad of a guy, evidently killed and strangled his wife with a red scarf.
And apparently it's a ghoul.
That's a rumor of things you're putting together that's not common knowledge or confirmed.
Well, that's pretty confirmed since Sephra saw him strangling her downstairs.
Give me
Felt.
1 second.
Again, please let me know before you're going into your room so that I may prepare.
All right. Well, I'm headed into the rooms. I did say I was going to go to the non-haunted.
So as you guys are standing there, Glitter, I need you to make me a will save. Okay, so Glitter, you are suddenly compelled to move into this room after Sephra. You move over to the desk.
Magical effect? Is this considered a magical effect?
No.
Okay.
You move over to the desk and you see a dagger on the desk, and you begin to pick it up and attempt to perform a coup de grace on yourself with this dagger. So
Wait,
basically,
coup de grace on yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Coup de grace is an instant death, right? It's just crit or something?
It's a crit, not instant
Yeah,
death.
yeah, okay.
Basically, it's saying 2d4 plus twice your strength modifier points of damage to yourself.
Can I grapple with
Okay.
him to keep
Strength
him
is
from?
2.
Can I grapple and try to keep him from doing this?
Hold on. What did you say your strength was?
Strength minus 2.
So, make me a fortitude save. Da, 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 da. Okay, so, yes, so Sephra, are you going to attempt to stop him as you see him pick up the dagger and start, like, aiming it towards?
Yes.
Okay, so as you, like, start grappling with him and trying to get this dagger out of his hands, he, like, looks at you and suddenly turns the dagger on you instead and stabs you with it. And you take 7 points of damage.
I charge in and grab him.
I'm not sure, like when we can do actions, because it sounds like this should be in like a turn, maybe. But
Yeah, so
I would
mean,
react
you
to
can,
it as
like,
well.
you can
I'm just reacting
say,
to what I've.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
say, like, what you want to do, and I'll let you know, like, in what order things can happen. So basically what has happened so far is obviously Glitter started walking towards the desk, trying to pick up the dagger, and obviously pointing it towards himself. Sephra, seeing this, intercedes quickly, and, like, you know, probably about a second into their grapple, he turns it on her, stabs her instead.
So wait, everyone's in here then, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I would, whenever this can happen, I would walk in and channel energy, because I assume there's a proximity thing going on here.
Okay, go ahead and throw your channel. Okay, so, like, the damage roll on this is 6?
Will for half.
Okay.
DC 19 and
Yeah. Okay, I was just, like, trying to figure all that out. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, okay, I rolled that. Okay, so yeah, so Glitter does 7 points of damage to Sephra and his stab, and she takes an additional 3 points of bleed damage, but then drops the dagger and it reverts back into a normal piece of wood. And Olden, as you rush in and throw your channel out, you can definitely tell that there was a haunt in here that you hadn't detected before, and your channel burst has been enough to neutralize it, and everyone seems back to like their normal states of mind.
So, so just questioning here. So I took 7 points of damage, and then I healed myself 6 because he did 6. Do I need to also take 3 more points off?
No, the bleed damage would have been right after this, like the stab, because you'd be bleeding out. So the heal
Took care
would
of
have
that.
come after that. Yeah, it
Okay.
would have been after like the 7 and the 3.
Gotcha. Okay. I just want to make sure my points are right. Okay. So that was a close call. Are you okay, Glitter?
Yep, I'm fine.
All right. So, seeing as we realize that the haunt, or that I get the impression that the haunt has been neutralized with Olden's energy, then I want to search the room and specifically the desk.
Okay, so this is yeah, okay. I was just making sure I was in the right spot. So, now that you have a second to look around, the furniture in this bedroom, while dusty and unkept, does not exhibit any major signs of water or mold damage. The one exception is a dark stain on the desk near the northern window. So looking around. Sorry, I missed something here, but I just want to say this now. Let you know why, basically, Glitter, you did that. Is you, as you like looked into the room, you suddenly became like overwhelmed with the conviction that you had just killed the person that you loved most. And overwhelmed with all that despair, you were compelled to go pick up what you thought was a silver-handed dagger and try to cut your own throat. But luckily, Sephra interceded and stopped you in the process. But yeah, as you're looking around, like what he says he thought was a silver-handed dagger, you now see is just a splintered but sharp, like piece of wood.
But when Sephra tried to stop him, did she see the dagger at that time, or?
No, all she saw was a piece of wood as well.
Oh, okay.
I was more reacting to the thing is I saw the pictures. I saw one of those guys had his own throat cut or whatever.
Right, so that
And
was this
so
effect here, probably.
yeah, and so kind of seeing what Glitter was doing, then I would have rushed to try and stop.
Did you only douse one of the pictures in holy water?
Yeah, I doused the one. I doused the one that had the fungus.
spores.
It was yeah.
So I'll go back in that room. That was all in character questions. And I will waste a holy flask, like pouring it on my hand and rubbing each picture, just making sure that maybe they are linked to any other things going on in here. So I don't know if that would take one flask or many, but I just
I'll just say as you empty one out and rub it on the pictures, you get the feeling that this isn't doing anything, and that it was really just the one that Sephra hit neutralized the haunt in here, and so
okay.
like rubbing on more pictures doesn't appear to be doing anything.
Okay.
Is there anything in the closet or even like maybe under the bed or under the pillows or anything?
Yeah, I mean, as you look around, I mean, you'll probably see like some random clothes hanging in the closet, nothing of interest under the pillow. Typical stuff for like a bedroom, but nothing is standing out to you other than the fact that this room just seems to not have taken any like of the kind of damaging effects of like the mold that has sort of damaged this entire manor. This room kind of seems like it hasn't been touched by any of that. But other than noticing that, like none of the items are standing out to you.
And there's no like smell of decay. I mean, more
Yeah,
so
this room, I mean, you can probably catch like a little bit of like the decay scent coming from the other rooms, but you're not catching any of the decay scent specifically from this room.
Okay, well, let's move on, but we need to be cautious. I thought the rooms were clear.
Looks like my abilities are not 100% in these situations. We should be careful then.
I know you're doing your best, Olden. I'm glad that you're here.
Convinced that you guys told, like when you guys were perceiving in this room, you guys said that these seemed important, right? You guys told us this? So I'm gonna just waste another holy flask and wipe down these things with the holy. I'm only using one, but enough to wipe each one, see if there's any impact.
Okay. Well, yeah, no.
No effect? Okay.
No.
Alright. I'll just come out and just say better.
Safe than sorry?
Yeah. And I know we had that discussion out of character about wanting to like complete everything, but I think in character maybe Sephra said like it worries her to leave behind things not checked, so let's go back in here and just give this room a check but dispel this. So this one I definitely detected undead in, so let's just go in holy water ablazing. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're going to the okay.
So yeah, I'll just immediately go in and channel energy.
Okay.
So right when I step in, I just go, ugh!
All right. So yeah, you already knew that you were pretty sure there was a haunt in this room, and with your channel, you can tell that you've successfully neutralized.
All right, check this room out. I think I've taken care of the spirits plaguing this room.
So I'm looking under the bed, around the room, trying to see if there's anything of note.
Let me see here.
Obviously wearing my gloves because said this room was moldy. That is disgusting.
While she's looking that up, I would ask Sephra while she's looking around, did you take time to look through those panes of glasses in that other room?
No, I didn't. I was more preoccupied with pictures than looking.
Maybe gaze through them for a bit and see if it reveals anything after you.
Yeah. So, Sephra, as you're looking around this room, you don't notice any things, any items that are standing out to you or any things. But as you're in here, you're looking around the room and like thinking about just the room in general and the words that you heard before when you came in, like the child's voice saying, "What's on your face, mommy?" You think that maybe something, and from like the effects you suffered in the other room, you think that maybe like there's something to the like a connection between the massive amounts of mold that you were, seeing in here, and the fact that like you could see things on your arms and that you heard a child's voice saying, "What's on your face, mommy?" You just like have the feeling that all of that might be interconnected in some way.
So I'm relating to Olden, kind of the feeling I'm getting from all of this.
So wait, sorry, I was reading something. I was half listening. You said we heard the child say something was on your face, and sorry, what was the connection you were drawing with that?
Basically, I was letting her know that she feels like there's some connection between maybe like the massive amounts of mold and like mildew. Not that there's anything else in the room. She rolled such high on perception that I'm helping kind of like her piece some things together, kind of, because it was a good perception roll. That as she's looking at all of this mold and mildew and thinking about the effects that she suffered in the other room when like the mold like burst out of the painting, and the fact that she's hearing like when she stepped in here before you neutralized the haunt, she heard the like a little girl's voice saying, "What's on your face, mommy?" That maybe all of those things are interconnected in some way.
So Ulden, if you explain this, will say perhaps
I do.
One of the quote unquote mommy is one of those portraits, and you should check her face or bring that portrait into here to see if something happens, maybe. Or maybe we should bring the portraits into the room so that we're affected by their associated afflictions. Maybe we should try moving
That's
them
not
around.
a bad idea.
And also, can we see, is there anything to see out of these windows, or does it matter or no? I'm just wondering if there's any like special thing if we look through the window and we saw something. If not, you don't have to reveal it or whatever.
No, you wouldn't really see anything out these windows, sorry.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, I'll wait in here and I'll posit this idea to the party and see if they want to go grab one picture, try it out, or do something.
I will say, it wouldn't hurt to try, I suppose.
I wiped them down with holy water, so there shouldn't be any adverse reactions to touching them. So
I'll go and grab one.
Well, specifically, I said the one, because this room is moldy, so if there was because you guys described the
fungus
chain,
one.
yeah, the fungus one or whatever.
Oh, I know exactly which one, buddy.
All right.
All right, so I bring it back with me.
Yep, so you can bring it back. You don't really see anything happen. Nothing.
Is there anything on her face?
No, and so, like, to clarify, the fungus burst out of one of the man's photos,
Oh.
not a woman.
Okay. Well, I asked Sephra to use her keen eyes to check the women's faces, see if there's anything she missed when looking at them. Now that the child told you about something on their face or something, maybe there's a clue there. Nice.
I am trying to look through here, see if anything happened.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'll just okay, so you'll recall when you saw the paintings shift that two of the paintings, one whom did appear to be a woman, like an older woman who potentially could be a mother, so like not a child.
Mhm.
One of those paintings did like twist into becoming like a tumor-ridden corpse.
I was thinking about that. Alright, so I'm going to retrieve that one and take it to this room.
So if she refreshes Ulden's mind on that fact, he'll say perhaps this haunt, or I don't know what we're calling them, not to be meta or whatever, perhaps that spirit was recreating their moments of death, so he probably noticed the tumor sprouting on her, which caused her death. And that's what caused this specific spirit to cling on to this room, is that she probably burst in tumors or something in here. Perhaps.
Indeed. I don't know that the portraits are doing anything.
Yeah, I don't think moving them around is doing anything, but I think we're piecing... I think it's the haunt is recreating the last moment of the death or something.
Well,
So the room with the
you
knife.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, there was a guy that slit his own throat, just like what Glitter was trying to do with that sharp piece of wood.
Yes, and when I walked in that room, it made me itchy on my face, so perhaps that was her room, and when she came in there with the tumors, the kid was there and noticed that on her face, and she got itchy and devolved into dying from it or something.
I think so. Well, let's continue to
We didn't check
see
out this
what we-
room yet, I don't think.
You have not.
Check it out, Sephra.
So, this bedroom features a child-sized bed, a chair next to a toy box, and a looming stone fireplace big enough for a child to get lost in.
In the fireplace?
No, that's what it says.
So it's like a big fireplace or something.
Yeah, like a really big fireplace.
Okay.
Give me a quick second to let you know with your perception checks and stuff. Okay, so so the 24 was for this room, correct?
Mm-hmm.
yes.
So, Safra, you start to feel like you hear the sounds of a child sobbing. And then you suddenly become convinced that your parents are trying to kill each other. And whichever of them survives is going to be coming for you next. You have a vision of your mother wielding a torch, and your father festering with tumors and wielding a long knife, both struggling to kill each other. The vision passes as fast as it occurs. And make me a will save. The vision was so terrifying that as you come out of the vision, you take 3 points of wisdom damage from the mind-numbing terror of the sight you saw.
Okay, so I had sort of say with a shaky voice, you know, I tell everybody like what I just saw, and you know, I was just like so.
Just to be safe, I'll channel energy, thinking she triggered a proximity thing.
Yeah, so as you channel energy, you definitely feel like you hit something in this room and neutralize it.
Looks like we can't trust my detect skills that much. But
No.
other than that, Sephra, are you okay?
I mean, yeah, I'm still a little shaken up, but I think I'll be okay.
Okay. Can I tell that she, like, is there any way to can I tell that she lost this wisdom, or has any of these negative modifiers at all, or is there any?
Yeah, as you're looking at her, you could probably just tell that like she's just so shooken up in horror that she's, you know, she's negatively affected from her like being so scared. So out of character, you're telling that she's taking wisdom damage. In character, you're just seeing that she's so shooken up and scared that you would be able to tell that it's going to negatively affect her.
Okay. So can I roll any knowledge checks to determine if that effect is a magical effect? Or I will ask the party if I don't have the knowledge skill to determine if, like, I'll describe what I see in Sephra, like she's not as charismatic or whatever. Basically, I'm implying,
Oh, that That's been neutralized.
right,
The only
so-
thing that,
Just the wisdom?
yeah,
Okay, yeah, so I'll just say, like, I notice you are suffering more than it meets the eye from this effect. Does anyone know if this is a magical effect? Based on what we researched on haunts and stuff.
So you would know from your research that the research said that although haunts can mimic magical effects, their effects aren't considered magical.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw this in chat, so you're saying this would not work then, right? Because it dispels any magical effects, reducing subjects' ability scores. Or cures blah 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 of temporary damage to one of the subject's ability scores.
I mean, I'll say it works because I think that should be able, because these effects don't necessarily say they're like specifically non-magical effects, just in sense of trying to do things like that would stop a magical effect, or like, you know, in terms of like stopping or negating magical effects, things like that can't affect these, but I would say that would work.
Okay. And yeah, I would just argue because it says or cures it, aside from magical effects, or it just cures it, it looks like anyway. But anyway, I will touch her and do this so you can hear 3 points of wisdom back.
okay. Thank you, Alden.
Stay strong, Sephra. And yeah, I don't know. Did you finish checking this room out, or I don't remember if you. I think you rolled the perception that happened, but I don't know if you got, like, was there anything else to discern from this room? I would specifically ask you to look in the toy box, see if there's any toys or anything in there. I don't know if that was counted in that perception or whatever. But...
Yeah, so I'm now thoroughly searching the room, looking in the toy box and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so as you yeah, you look around and you just see like random small toys, but again, just like nothing that's catching your eye that seems like it would have any importance.
Okay.
Poor child.
Indeed. I think we have one last room to investigate fully.
Yes.
Glitter and Marco, you're awfully quiet. Why don't you take the lead on this room? But I'll stay close just in case. And I'll ready a channel energy as they walk in or do whatever
Kick the
they do.
door open.
Yeah, so this
I'm fine back here.
fine chamber has been destroyed. The bed is smashed, mattress torn apart, walls gouged as if by knives, chairs hacked apart, and paintings on the wall torn to pieces, with one exception. A portrait hanging on the northwest wall seems to be untouched, although it hangs backwards. Its unseen subject facing the wall.
Fuck.
If you're going to interact with anything in that room, let me know and I'll get ready to channel my energy. If any adverse thing were to happen. But it seems like that painting's begging to be touched.
So where's the painting? Back here?
Yeah, so it's on the wall, basically facing in.
Hey, Glitter, how long's your whip again?
Yeah, that's not gonna work. It's hanging on the wall.
Kind of a personal question. Oh no, I could whip it off the wall.
Alright. Only because I know that it's calling for that stupid action. Alright, I charge the wall.
Wait, what? I ready my channel energy.
What are you doing when you charge the wall?
I'm running across the room! You just said
I
it-
mean,
the
you
knives
get
in here.
to the wall. What are you doing once you get to the wall?
I flipped the portrait.
What? Sorry.
Flip the portrait.
Okay. What is the portrait?
And I'm
So
looking
the
around for
portrait-
shit just in case.
The portrait reveals a beautiful, dark-haired Varisian woman in a thoughtful pose. Upon
A
seeing the
thoughtful pose?
portrait, a thoughtful pose.
Ooh.
Upon
Is it a
seeing the
sexy pose?
portrait,
Sorry.
Sephra, you experience a sudden wave of sadness, and Marco, make me a will save. So Marco, you blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah,
Is that what I do?
blah.
Yeah,
Makes
sorry.
sense, man.
You become filled with an overwhelming hatred of women.
Whoa!
Oh shit.
More than usual, or?
And you are compelled now to, at the best of your abilities, attack the closest woman to you.
If he comes in any threatening manner to any
So
of us,
everyone, hold on.
Okay. I said I readied my channel.
You did. Everyone roll initiative.
Okay.
He's a He-Man woman hater.
So yeah, so if this is a haunt and I'm surprised, I don't know how you want to deal with that because I readied an action, but if I'm surprised, I can't do anything. So.
Yeah, so for the first round, you won't be able to do anything, but
Okay.
at, I'll say at the very beginning of the second round, you will be able to use your readied action.
Okay.
So you won't have to wait until your turn. You'll just, like, since you readied it, you will basically get priority to go.
Sound good.
You said best of my ability, right?
To the best of your ability. It's basically
Yeah.
as if you are, what's that spell? Dominate person?
Or murderous command.
Or murderous command, yes. So it's like, it's as if you are, yeah.
Marco, you don't have an
So-
initiative in the order, by the way.
I'd be raging.
Probably.
No, nice initiative roll.
All right, Marco goes first.
I don't know which one's better.
Just do what you normally do in a
What do you want to
fight.
do? The most damage?
Just
She
do
said best.
what you would normally think to do.
Exactly. No meta to kill.
Damn, he wants to kill me.
Holy
Well,
shit.
damn. That's a lot of damage.
She'll be fine.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you are moving up to her and attacking.
Mhm.
So you take 49 points of
That's in-
damage if a 20
That's in my
hits.
threat range. That's in my threat range. Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Did he move through your threat range or just enter
Tec-
your threat range?
Technically, I don't know. He's at a weird angle.
And
Is
are we
this
surprised?
in your threat range?
We're surprised this round anyway. I don't think we get AOs in a surprise
Yeah,
round.
you're
do we?
right. Yeah. No, you don't. So because everyone else is surprised, basically no one else gets a turn. Beginning of the next round, Olden, you may use your ready spell,
Oh, you
which
mean like
you
now?
technically, yeah, which you technically rolled it above. So, you use your readied channel, and you do feel that you have neutralized, the haunt. Marco, make me another will save.
Sephra, you can heal 18 as well.
You manage to break yourself out of the compulsion.
Upon seeing what I've done, I drop my blade and crouch down.
Gain your senses, man. It wasn't your fault. Don't worry. But let's just do this, or just do the math. How many 5 HP can you take, and then I'll minus that for my HP.
Goes from, so you'd have 29, 34, 39, 44, 49, 54, that's 6 times.
So 30 HP.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll minus 30. You can take 30. And
Okay.
I won't heal myself yet, but yeah. So yeah. Sorry, I keep talking too much. You guys figure out what you want to do in this room.
Okay. So, Sephra gets up. I was kind of picturing it like she was on one knee, like she was pretty hurt, until she.
Mhm.
So she gets up and she's looking around the room, and she is going to just see, anything else she might notice. And I realize that most of the stuff's broken.
So, out of character real fast, just like a note that I think is funny in this context, is if for this particular, situation, if there was no woman in the party, like if it was all men, you instead would have been compelled to attack yourself. And if there was no weapon handy, it literally says you attempt to jump out the window.
Jesus Christ!
So Olden would have been perfect for this.
Because I don't have a weapon. I would have been.
Well, he still would have tried to attack Sephra. He just would have had to,
Yeah,
punch
Not if
her.
she wasn't in the room.
Yeah.
He was already fixated on the windows, so.
That's true.
True. But yeah, so you said you're looking around the room. Let's see. So you don't see any items that stand out, but with your keen eyes, you deduce that you believe that someone must have come in here and destroyed the room in a fit of rage, but obviously couldn't bear to destroy this portrait. So obviously the woman in the portrait must have been important to them. And the portrait does have a nameplate on it, and it says the name is Aisha Foxglove.
Aisha.
Which in your researching you would have known that was the name of Aldern's late wife.
Does she have a scarf around her neck in the painting?
She does not. Actually, I wonder if this... I'm gonna take a picture of this. I don't think there's a handout I can give you, but I'll take a picture of this, what the painting looks like, and post it in Discord.
So Aldern was an incel. Interesting.
A married incel at that.
Yeah. Which is possible.
Alright, give me just a second. I need to, take off my hoodie.
Whoa, don't get too crazy, might anger Marco.
Alright, the picture is posted.
Picture.
And I'm back. Okay.
Oh, was this the thoughtful pose?
This is the thoughtful pose.
Yeah, she's thinking,
Yeah, very thoughtful.
how can I kill my husband?
Maybe.
Is there any significance to the jewelry she's wearing? Have we seen this anywhere else, or is it just typical jewelry?
I think it's just typical jewelry.
Okay. So all these, so we've gone in every room. These staircases, are these downstairs, or there's another level up?
There is another level up, and
Jesus.
these ones go down. So those
Okay.
go back down to the
Yeah.
floor you were on. This one
Goes
goes up. I will tell you, Sephra, with your perception check from before, right before Marco went to attack you, so while the haunt was still active, you did hear the sound of a woman's voice saying, "What do you get up to down in the damp below?"
Oh. Okay, so I would relay this to the party then. What do you get up to down in the damp below?
Is this riddle or phrase, has this come across in any of our studies of Anything?
Not that you can recall.
Okay. Strange phrase. I don't know anything. Like damp below. Is that a catch? Is that referring to damp years, swamps, or does this mean anything to anyone? Or
What's a damp here?
I posted the exact wording if you wanted to be able to read it. I just typed it out in
yeah, I see it. I'm just saying, does that phrase trigger anything with Ulden's religious studies, or maybe Glitter's
I don't
vast knowledge of
so.
folk tales, or any rumors? Because we were studying the manners, or any
Right. Knowledge local, knowledge history, religion.
Maybe they have a leak in their basement?
Yeah, there's nothing that you guys feel like no knowledge that you can recollect to that you feel like will give you info here, but maybe just some sort of play on words relating to the manor itself.
right? It's probably something to do with the floors. There's one more floor up there. What do you get up? And then we go down, something below, something I don't know. But I kind of want to.
Also, just because it makes me giggle, this particular haunt is called misogynistic rage.
Incel rage. Let's just quickly look in this room again. And it doesn't sit well with me that you guys told me this are significant and we have no idea what they mean. So maybe we'll just look at each one, look through them, spend some time, maybe close his eyes, meditate on them, think of any of these pictures. Are they any religious significance? I'll ask Glitter if he's heard of folk tales or rumors or stories of any of these things. Or
So as you
Yeah,
sit
I already
and
tried that.
meditate on them, you feel like their significance is more arcana related than religion.
and he's already rolled knowledge arcana to determine their significance and all that, right?
Mm-hmm. He tried, yes.
So yeah, after communing and sitting there and realizing it's of arcana nature and confirming with everyone that we've tried to think of anything, we can't think of anything that they mean.
I mean, Glitter still hasn't used his daily take 20.
I rolled a 19 before. I mean,
No, you
I'll
didn't. You
take
rolled
my
a 16.
Okay,
Think
we got
Glitter.
15 minutes left, so I will use my memory palace and see if I can come up with something. I refuse to call it Lore Master. I'm calling it Memory Palace.
Okay. So, as you sit there thinking to yourself, you realize that all of the depictions on each window is a classic spell component for necromancy magic. The first, scorpion venom. The second, vampire's breath. The third, the tons of deathwing moths. The fourth, belladonna. And the last, the heart of a maiden slain by poison.
The foxgloves
Okay.
are necromancers.
I relay that to everybody.
So wait, sorry. So I don't want you to repeat them all, but because Ulden would have all this fresh in his mind. So each ingredient, is this similar to the afflictions we've been seeing? Like a ghoul is related to the necromancy kind of stuff.
No, I mean they don't seem like they're related to any afflictions you've seen. You're just realizing that each is a depiction of a component for necromancy magic, and maybe they all go together to do something, but you're not quite getting that. You just know that they each are a component for necromancy magic specifically.
I assume Glitter relays this to us, but Ulden just says perhaps there's clearly some necromancy at play here. I mean, people said this place was haunted, but no one's like died here, so maybe some necromancy magic is involved in the foxgloves and it turned against them and caused them all to violently kill each other and stuff like this. I don't know, I'm sure. But let's continue going up, I think.
I agree.
To the stairs. Go up.
Up is good, but I just want to remind everyone we've been given a clue that what do you get up to in the damp below?
Yep.
That sounds like a basement.
We're,
Right here. So.
we agreed to clear above first, so let's finish up.
Okay. So if you guys scroll over to your right a little bit, I'll reveal where these stairs bring you up.
To the right? Okay.
I can't see anything here, so. Looks like a what? A hallway with a door? Two
Yep.
doors?
One door and the hallway.
Oh, sorry. Well, I have to reveal this because I already had it ready because I assumed you're going to open that door, but
Yeah, we
now
were.
Olden's, like, down where he can see farther, so I'm
Well-
going to reveal what you would be able to see.
I was just moving out of the way, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, I just, if you can see it, I like to usually reveal so you have an idea of what else.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, I would look in there.
So, a large number of wooden planks, ropes, and other repair supplies are stored here. The ceiling above sags noticeably in several areas. Patches of the sky above are visible.
So the area we're in now, would we call this an attic? Just a third
Yeah,
floor?
it could. You think it kind of appears to be like an attic.
I'll let everyone know that we should do our technique of. There's a lot of doors down here. If we want to detect undead, and I can quickly look in the rooms quickly and then see if there's anything to be wary of.
Alright.
We can start with this room here.
I'm gonna walk down and kick all these doors open.
Well, hold on. First, I tell you, I'm gonna just look in this room real quick, and then we'll do that. So yeah, I look in, and then I
Okay,
perceive.
hold on. I have to make sure I am on the right. Okay, so you're looking in the room we just opened?
Yeah, and then after that room, after my quick glance around, I'll follow Marco behind him as he opens doors and.
Yeah, so you don't perceive any undead presence in there. I will tell you though, you're getting a strong ping, kind of, I would think of it, to your northeast that there is an actual undead presence up here.
I will let everyone know that in the northeast corner of this floor, I'm detecting must be a strong undead for me to get it over here, but so be cautious. But yeah, as he opened these doors, I would just check in them quickly too.
Yep, so you do not perceive so this was the
Yeah.
9.
Yeah,
This one is, or which
19.
one is the 19?
this one
Is
here.
right
I'm just
here.
I'm just following Marco. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't perceive any undead.
What's in those
anomalies.
rooms? Those look like blobs to me.
Well, I'll say it later. They're just going
Yeah,
through
we're just
real
doing
fast
quick.
looking for undead presence. Okay.
So yeah,
Um,
because
no.
I've told them that it's probably over here, northeast corner, where we're gonna. I guess I'm gonna waste my detect undead, but yeah, we'll just go cautiously and prepare for combat. I guess over here.
Okay, so that's what you see so far. So you're doing this room now?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot the upper rooms, I guess. Yeah, we'll just okay. And then
Okay,
you
I'll
can
check
say
the
just
upper
roll
room.
your 2 perceptions for those. So far, you have not perceived any undead presences anywhere. I guess we could call them.
Okay, is it safe to assume
This
that it's either this
room.
room or that room is the undead that I detected earlier?
Yeah.
Well, as he opens this door, I guess I would just.
Well, okay, so this one, so yeah, you don't perceive any presence there.
Okay, I'd let him.
This one next.
I don't walk in. Sorry, I just.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you don't perceive any undead presence there. So no one jump the gun here because I need to tell you some things that happen as you open this door. Okay.
Okay.
So let me talk before anyone says what you do. So you open this door.
She hot?
And
sorry.
This room is cold and damp. An old armoire stands near the east wall. The ceiling slopes down to only 4 feet high in the northeast, leaving little room for a small window. A full-size mirror in a dark wooden frame of coiling roses leans against these bricks, angled toward the tiny window. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the specifics here because specific things happen with this creature that I need to say and let you guys decide what you want to do.
Okay, yeah, but before you go on, maybe we should just say where we were so we don't meta anything. So I think
Sure.
Marco would have opened the door, I would have been right behind him, and then I don't know where everyone else would have been when he opened the door. Because I'm getting ready to look in or whatever, right?
Glitter, you're not beginning your performance yet because that would be... I told you you need to let me say what's happening before anyone makes any actions here. So, as you open this door, you see this undead creature in front of you, this undead woman. And as you open the door, this undead creature doesn't appear to be offering you any harm. But then suddenly she shrieks and cries out, "Aldern, I can smell your fear. You'll be in my arms soon." And she starts trying to just walk out the door and walk past you all.
I don't know how much we can do in this time frame, but this is what I'd want to do or ask people to do is, one, does she look like any of the portraits we've seen? Does she look identifiable?
She definitely looks like a very undead version of Aisha Foxglove, the portrait you guys literally just uncovered in the wall below where Marco attacked Sephra. So you guys know that Aisha is his late wife, and this very much looks like an undead Aisha.
The next thing I wanted to do, I don't know if I have time to do this, is to look through my knowledge. Is there any way I can can we just restrain her without killing her? I don't want to channel energy and kill her. I want to just restrain her, maybe speak to her.
You
speaks?
would pretty much know from your knowledge of undead creatures that if you stand in her way, you're probably going to have to fight and attempt to kill her. She does not look like a ghost, Glitter. She perceives to be more of a corporeal undead. If someone wants to roll me a knowledge religion check real fast, you can try to determine what undead she is.
So are we safe to assume that we use the key to open?
Yes, you use the key to open this door. I mean, you've been pretty much using the key to open all the doors. I just haven't been making you literally say it.
Okay, can I close it and lock it again?
We'll say for the moment, yes, you can while you decide what you want to do. So from your quick look at her, she didn't look like a ghoul. She didn't look like a ghost. She's a very corporeal type of undead. You're pretty sure that she might be a revenant.
Does that... Whoever got that knowledge, does that mean she's humanoid?
I don't think so, but I'm looking. Hold on, give me a second. What? Why doesn't it give me her? Hold on. Yeah, I know. We're almost done. I'm gonna let you guys decide what you want to do with her. She is not considered a humanoid. Revenants would not be considered humanoids. Basically, let you guys decide what you want to do with her, and we'll call it there and start up there next week.
So because she spoke, Ulden will say like try to restrain her or something, so we can try and speak with her. But yeah, that's all I would want to do.
I would agree. I would want to try and speak with her if possible, but if not, I would feel like that
You
we should
would
probably...
kind of know, though, religious people would know that revenant undead do not have much intelligence. They're pretty much shambling corpses that usually only exist for like particular purpose. And yeah, they're not intelligent creatures.
Okay. So then, yeah, if I knew that, then my thing to say to the group would be, we need to put her out of her misery, extinguish
Yeah.
this undead.
I agree.
I rubbed some salt on my blade.
Yeah, and I
Ghost
would just
salt.
get ready to channel energy.
All right, well, we'll pick up here next week.
Nice jorb. GG, guys.
Yeah, I almost took out a party member.
And I do want to type out for you exactly what she says when you open the door, and just ponder it over the next week as you're deciding what you want to do.
My quick assessment is that because we assumed Aldrin was stealing Sephra's things, his scent is on her or something, and she smells him on her or someone. Or maybe we touched one of his stuff. someone
Or she
smells
could
him.
recognize in
I
Marcus.
did say she just wanted to walk past you guys.
All
she
of
was
us?
just
About
trying
just
to walk
Marco?
past all of you. No.
Oh.
All she wanted to do, she did not look like she wanted to kill or harm any of you. She just wanted to walk past you.
So the fucker's here.
Maybe in the basement.
Where was this? What? Where?
And because she described her or the room as being damp, it wants to go down to see what's going on with Aldrin or whatever.
Why can I not? Like, now find?
I think we should bargain with her.
We
I
can't.
think that Aldrin is a necromancer that has like contracted ghoulism, and she's gonna go.
Well, I don't know if this is meta because we said our actions already, but maybe we just follow her, see where she goes. Maybe she'll lead us to Aldrin or something. And we can just take her.
Well,
easily.
it wouldn't hurt to prepare if she's gonna walk past us. As long as she's not attempting to hurt us, we wouldn't necessarily attack.
Yeah, maybe we'll just follow her, see where she goes. And then if she does anything like rash or whatever, we can take her out.
Yeah, like you'll be in my arms soon. That I'm telling you, like the picture of Aldrin like turned into a ghoul. He's got ghoul. And since he's a necromancer, he knows what that means.
But he used a cure spell on you, so I don't know.
Dun dun dun. All the things to ponder.
Maybe he had
Until
a
next
scroll.
week.
No,
Okay,
we would've
I'm
seen it.
gonna give you guys your XP real fast.
Maybe that was slightly before he turned.
Maybe.
Alright, so where did we... Oh, well, you guys, so you started off with going out and you killed the Carrion Storms. So you killed 4 of those, and they are worth 400 XP each. And then
Is someone writing
we
this
were
down?
on
If
to...
not, give me a second.
I hope so.
Okay, I'm ready. 404 of them. Go on.
Yeah, okay, so then we went on to floor 2, so you guys cleared everything, so this starts at B10. Okay, so the Frightened Child Haunt is worth 800 XP.
Okay.
The Haunt where you were going to attempt to claw at your face, but you passed your will save, is worth 1200 XP.
Okay.
The collapsing floor trap, 400 XP.
Okay.
The misogynistic rage,
Incel rage.
1600 XP.
1600.
The room with all of the photos was worth 1200 XP.
Okay.
The suicide compulsion was worth 1600 XP.
Okay.
And then that takes us to upstairs, where you haven't really gotten any XP up there yet.
How much XP would I have gotten for breaking out the window?
None.
I got.
How much bonus do I get for almost one-shotting Sapphire?
None.
Do we get any for the room with like that set Marco on fire?
We previously neutralized it, so I don't know if we can get
Yeah,
double
you
experience.
previously neutralized that and got experience for it. So I'm not really gonna give you any XP because you kind of already knew that there was something in there and you'd already dealt with it. You just happened to trigger it again.
All right.
The fire was a new experience.
Well, yeah, because the first time you passed your will saves. This time you didn't.
So I got
So you actually got to
8400,
take damage.
2100 each.
Yep.
Cool, cool.
Alrighty. To be continued next week, where we see what happens with Aisha.
Dun dun dun.
That brings us to a total
GG.
of 18,000.
Thanks for watching. Call it here. Good session.